to the Scam Slam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
I don't know. One says I don't have, one says I do. One screen says I have it, one screen says I don't. That doesn't make sense to me. If you're seeing me, the room is $70 a day, or $330 for the week. I don't know if anybody's seeing me or not. I'm gonna end up having to go outside to do this. It's $330 for the week. Yeah, Michelle, you know how my service is. Thank you, Mimo. Like, I had one page, I could swipe it, and my service was saying I lost all connection. Then I swipe it again, and it was saying unstable. So I didn't know if I was coming through or not. Any help towards the room would be appreciated, guys. May have to end up going and sitting in the car, which is like 15 foot away from me. You want me to shut this door? Oh, let me get over here and shut this door. Watch yourself, Bean. I hate that sound that makes. Okay. I don't know if that's going to make anything any better or not with Wi-Fi. My service sucks. Wi-Fi here sucks. It's not making anything, but I just thought I would see if it would make it any better. Wi-Fi here sucks. It's not making anything, but I just thought I would see if it would make it any better. Let's see if it would make it any better. Hey, Janene, how are you doing? Bill, I'm in the state of Tennessee. Christine, Angela's doing really good. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
She's been going to the gym every day with me and doing her cardio and getting that built up pretty good, and been eating a lot cleaner. You know, the fluid she had built up on her is really coming off really good with this fluid pill the doctor put her on. Bill, the gym, it's like $15 for both of us, paid once a month. And then a lot of times what people don't understand is at Planet you've got a code, and you can send that code to people when they get ready to sign up, and you get a free month. For the last 7-8 months, I've been doing that with people.
Yeah.
I've been catching people come in. I don't know if Tamara knows that or not. She just popped in. I catch people coming in trying to sign up, and when I'm there, I'm just like, hey, man, if you give me a phone number, email address, or something, I can send you a link off my Planet Fitness app, and you can sign up for $1. And that gives me a free month. Well, when one person signs up to, you can carry unlimited guests. Yeah, Tamara, it's some locations have it restricted to how many you can do it with, but it's in the you could have got a free month, and she could have got it for $1, or they could have got it for $1. I was just assuming your friend was a female, but it's on the app. You go into your God bless. Where is it at in the app? I think it says share or something on there.
Yeah, I think it's.
Mine's. I click home, the little home icon, takes me to the share this link, and I copy that link, send it out a text. They sign up on their phone with it. I get a free month. They get signed up for $1. So for the last 7 or 8 months, that's what I've been doing. And you can carry a guest with you every time you go. So I have that where I can carry a guest. So mine's been free, and Angela goes as my guest. So and there has been times where we couldn't pay it and we couldn't go. Tamara said her friend just signed up.
Really?
Oh, yeah. A little coffee in my system here. So yeah, for everybody who always gives me grief about us going to the gym, I'm doing the out thing and getting the free months. So oh wow. If Tamara, if you have the black card, you should have been able to carry her as a guest for free. With your guest pass. I don't know if you have the black card or not. But now it's not always free. If I don't find somebody to sign up for it, I have to pay the $15. But it's easy to. Most of the guys who work there know when somebody comes in and sign up and I'm there, they holler at me like, "Hey, send them your link." Oh, you gave her your login? Yeah, that's the thing about the guest pass is if you take a guest with you, they've got to go when you go. And they've got to leave when you leave. They can't they can't use your info to get in there. I used to use my I don't know. I think it was your mom's pass at any time, but your brother had it. Nobody was using it. They was paying for it, and I would go use their key fob to get in and work out. And the owner came up one night, and she never went. She signed up for it and never went to the gym. So we used her key fob. We never did go in at the same time. You know, two people on one key fob, they definitely look down at that. But then this has been years ago. And so I just used her key fob, and he got very ticked off about that. It was just, I don't understand, just so far off the subject today. I understand it, but it's like he was overly aggressively angry. And he was like, well, I'm charging you for every time you've used this. And I'm like, well, she wasn't using it, so every scan in's mine. Probably a good reason, or one of the reasons behind that place being closed now, is because he was a horrible, horrible manager. Our owner. He just, you have unlimited tanning, and then when someone comes in to tan, which I wouldn't tan twice a day, what they did, they come in and tan twice a day, and then you get mad at them and cancel their membership because they're using the unlimited tanning unlimitedly. Only thing I liked about him was he'd give you so many warnings about re-racking your weights, and then he'd cancel your membership. That's how ours is. It's like once every 24 hours for tanning. The guy who had Anytime, he closed himself just because of some of the stuff he was doing. There at the end, he was he put a limit on shower times. It's like you're gonna come in, and you had to work out to take a shower. It was you must work out to shower. And then he put I think it was like an 8-minute limit on a shower. And he just kept on and kept on. So he's not in business anymore. Hey, Tusk, it's going. It is going. We just kind of got sidetracked with a little gym talk there. Hoping to get some help today on the hotel room. So, we have it paid up till tomorrow at 11. So this would be anything I get is going to go towards extending extending our room more days. Tusk, unfortunately, we did get them, but we got cut drastically. I mean, we took a 80% cut, probably at least 70, somewhere between a 70 and 80% cut in our EBT. I was hoping I was going to be one of the lucky ones and get my taxes back quick. They did change the rules, but it was what we're waiting on now is to be able to get. We're waiting for a letter to come in from the disability office saying that Angela has applied for disability and that it's being processed, and carry that back up there. Then she gets put back on, and then they'll go back up. So, how much? I don't know, but it is what it is, though. Hey, Lisa. Good afternoon to you. A lot of people who need them don't get them. Or they cut them so much like it doesn't do anything. Well, food prices being so high. Well, they know that it's something everybody has to have. So if they raise the price on it, and the price is this is the reality that we've all got to look at. The prices aren't going down because we paid it. We're paying the prices of it now, so why would they lower the price back to what it was and lose all this extra money they're making? You know, it's a situation to where everybody's paying the price. And I agree with you that, Crazy Cat. Like some of them get less than that. Bonnie, we've been on quite a bit. We was on several times last week. There was a woman in here the other day who was talking that she gets $25 a month. She's disabled. Like, what's that going to do for her? You know. Thank you, Sparkles, for the heart me. Well, we're glad you're in here today with us. Got $23. I mean, what's $23 going to buy? I mean, at what point is it just an insult? You know, that's about it. And that's going up every day. I am not disabled. Everything keeps going up. And I tell you one of the reasons why, and this is just my own personal belief. You can disagree with it, you can agree with it. It's not a fact, it's my opinion. Things keep going up because we have people making the prices of things who don't worry about money. A guy who has, and I'm not faulting the rich for becoming rich, but a guy who has $10 million in his pocket isn't as worried when he goes to the grocery store as the guy who only has $100 in his pocket. Or a bank, you don't carry $10 million in your pocket. But $10 million in the bank versus the guy who's got $100. Exactly, Jamie. That's exactly what I was saying a while ago. I think Angela might be she's out. I thought she was stuck in the bathroom. Our bathroom door sticks sometimes. It's not really that we're willing to pay the high prices. It's like we absolutely have to. You know, if you want to eat, the high prices is there. If you want to drive your car, the high price for gas is there. If you want to drive on these crappy roads that you're getting taxed to pay for, the high taxes are there. Our roads here in this town are beyond pitiful. And our higher ups get called out in every meeting on how come our roads are so bad. And the mayor of this town actually went as far to one point saying asphalt was out of season. Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's kind of gotten cheaper to go out and it's cheaper to go out and buy food at a restaurant sometimes than it is to cook. I do not go to the meetings. I do watch them. They do air them on Facebook Live here, so I will watch them there. Yeah, I mean, you stop, you get a pack of chicken and the sides for it, you're $20 in, or you stop at Kentucky Fried Chicken and get a couple of meals for $20. It's already cooked. You know, that's how a lot of people are seeing it these days. They're like, well, it's costing me $20 to make cheeseburgers for everybody tonight, or I can go use the app on McDonald's and get cheeseburgers for $15. You know, that type of situation. The world we live in. Let me mute you guys for 1 second. I need to go use the restroom. Okay, guys. Yeah, I mean, it is healthier to eat at home, but the whole point was just the money of it all. It's like, I remember growing up, McDonald's was a treat. You know, we'd eat at home 6 days a week. No, I'm not having to deal with the IRS or any of them because I filed everything I needed to file. See, I don't know. You get some people who's got this belief that I'm not filing everything I need to file, but you know, everything I needed to file is filed. Man, I wish we had a Sam's or a Costco or something like that here. Bill, I don't know the exact amount of time that I worked throughout the year, but I did work, so. Really wish we had a Costco. I've seen like grocery hauls from Costco's, and I'm just like, man, this is insane. Well, I worked at McDonald's and I worked at Harbor Freight, and I did some side jobs for a landscaping company for a little while. Well, the coffee is doing the opposite thing. Anybody ever drink coffee and just get relaxed? I know Angela can drink coffee and go straight to sleep. I don't know how she does that, but today my coffee's like really relaxing me. A 5-pound bag of meatballs would last us forever. I didn't sleep last night much. I just been having really, really weird dreams lately. I don't know. It's like just man, at Tusk, I'm telling you, I wish we had something like that here. Sam's, a Costco, or something where you could go do that. Because we've been going to Kroger's a lot because Kroger's have got these deals where it's 2-pound pack of hamburger meat for $8. Chicken breasts, a pack of them was like anywhere between 4 to 5 chicken breasts, and those big chicken breasts were like $5. Hamburger patties pre-patted out, 6 for $6. Pork chops is like 5 or 6 pork chops in a thing for $5. I don't know if every Kroger's is doing it. Our Kroger's does it. A pretty good sized pack of chicken legs for like $5. So that's where like 90% of our meat comes from. We're getting to Aldi's here. We're really excited about Aldi's.
Oh no.
What?
Need that.
All right, guys. Oh. So, Bill, it took you a minute to finally show your true colors, there, Bill. Crazy Biker Lady, I've found some here and there. Not anything that's steady. You go ahead and block Bill.
I figured he was probably.
Yeah.
He was asking too many personal things.
Kroger's was actually doing a thing where a gallon of milk was on sale, but I think it was only a 1-day thing. With Bill, Michelle, what are you asking about? What happened? Because the other stuff that happens kind of private. So, Bill was asking several questions, just having conversations, and then when Crazy Biker Lady asked if I found any work lately, he took a dig. He's like, yeah, he worked with a drumstick in each hand. So, that's the thing about people like that. If you give them enough time, they show their true colors fast. So, and hey, I'm on here right now. I don't even have a mod active right now. I don't have the funds to get my CDL. Only way I could get my CDLs is if I found a place that was actually paying for you to get them, and I'll have 15 people pop up here and tell me my place will do it. I'll send you something after this, and I'll never hear a word from them. So, Now, I've got a Class F driver's license from when I worked at FedEx. So something like the escort drivers I could actually do. M and J's mom, I've put in for grants. I've put in for a lot of stuff to go back. I can't get anything to go for it. New York State certified? No, I'm in Tennessee, so I don't have anything that would for New York for anything. You know, no, I'm not going to combat. I'm not in a combative mood today, so I'm not going to let it happen. Oh no, I don't know. I don't have any kind of certifications like that. Like I said, I've got a Class F from when I worked at FedEx that was required. That's the only thing I've got with my driver's license of any kind is that. So I've never heard of the other one, so I'm pretty sure I don't have it. We've thought about moving off, but right now, money-wise, car situation, we couldn't move if we wanted to. And it must be getting streamed. 100 people in here. Tell you, that would be a dream right there. But moving isn't the option right now. Moving isn't the answer. I don't know what the answer is, but I know packing up in our car the way it is now and trying to leave this city is not the answer. I mean, I've stated so many times we have some issues with the car. We've got to get fixed somehow. Hey, Carrie. And so packing everything up and Jamie, a lot of people think moving is the answer to it all. And they think that you just go to this town and everything's fixed, but it's not. It takes time to get back on your feet in another town. Fun mom of TikTok. You know, I do that a lot. Okay, Carrie. I actually do that a lot, see, because I got up about 7 this morning. I didn't come on here until about 12, other than sitting down. ate a little breakfast, did my Bible study for the day, said my prayer, and then went to looking for a job. So everybody just assumes that I spend 24 hours a day on here begging for help. That I'm not doing other things in the time of the day that I'm not on here. So I don't get how someone can sit there and just, like, I've been on 47 minutes today. You're right, Jamie. It really is. And when you're going into something that you don't know nothing about, when you're leaving a situation and you're going to another town, everything you own is in the vehicle you got, and you're going there with the same hopes that you have in the town that you was in. You hope you can find work. You hope this, turns out good. You hope you can find a place to stay. It's like, you're jumping off into a dark cave, not knowing what's in the cave. If I had something that was going to be there, that was going to change our situation, yeah, we'd figure out a way to get there. But I'm not going to pack up everything we own in our car and go to another town and be in the same situation I am here. Because unless there's a job already guaranteed there, what am I going to? Exactly, Jamie. People don't seem to wrap their heads around that. Go on Instagram and look up a page called AMI. I think it's AMI. And see how many people he interviews weekly that, he's interviewing homeless people on the street. Man, how'd you get in this situation? Man, I moved out here thinking I was going to better my life, and got here, was looking for work, couldn't find work, got here, couldn't find a place to live, couldn't find work, and they end up car parked on the side of the road on some street.
You know what? I have my phone.
Oh. But it's just like, I don't know. People ain't never going to understand it because they think that's the solution. Because the people who give you the solution how to get out of these problems have never been in these problems. I mean, let's just be realistic about it. 85, 90% of the people come on here and be like, well, this is what you got to do. This is this, that, and the other. Have never had a situation like this that they've got to get out of. They've never had to ask somebody for help like I have to. They never. They don't worry about going to work and then being outed on the internet. Only thing they can do is just wait to say something on here. But it's like, I was working and you cost me my job. Why did y'all cost me my job? Oh, you're fine, Carrie. You know, that's my question. It's like, you sit here and tell me you need to get a job, and I get a job, and then y'all out me on here, and then start. Vicky, it doesn't even matter. I mean, Abundance, you've been here. You know I'm talking about awareness. Okay, well, let me clear it up because apparently that's confusing everybody. The awareness, people who claiming to be a part of the awareness community cost me that job by sending letters in. That's a pretty well-known story, right? I didn't think I would have to elaborate back on that because that's pretty well known, right? I'll never tell anybody anything else, but it's like, it shouldn't matter to them if you sit here and you say, our goal is we want you to get a job, and then, hey, I get happy I got a job and I want to post it on my Facebook and share it with all my friends. And it doesn't matter who said, everybody wants to use the thing, well, Angela said you was working at Harbor Freight. Because she said it, that gives the awareness community the right to send letters in threatening my life. Abundance, that's the thing. I don't know. I know they coming from the North Carolina area because that's where all the letters were stamped out of. Hey, Arlene. I'm not sharing anything else on, if I get another job, y'all will not know except I'm not on here. But it doesn't matter though. If I wanted to post it, or if my wife said to somebody where I work, what does that give someone the right to harass me at my job? Can anybody answer that question? Everybody wants to dance around that question. That when I ask it, everybody wants to just say they want to ask something else. What did you even say that makes sense? Jamie, yeah, I believe that. Okay, but it still doesn't answer the question that I ask. You keep saying, well, don't give them the ammo. Don't give them that. Don't tell them where you. Why does it give them the right to do that? Kindness, I agree with you. And see, listen, it's just, to me, I think it takes more to be rude than it takes to be kind. Because to sit there and be rude, you've got to think about what you're going to say about somebody. You've got to put some effort into it. So, and here's my thing. If I wanted to get on here and say, guys, I'm not saying you're being rude. I'm just saying nobody ever answered the question that I asked. Did nobody say anything about you being rude? But nobody ever answers that question of, if I want to get on my Facebook, not my TikTok, my Facebook. Jamie, they expect me to get on here and answer every single thing. Why can't one of them answer me back? Why can't one of the people who thinks that if I say I'm working at the gas station down the road, what makes them think that gives them the right to start sending in letters or calling the place and harassing me? Exactly, abundance. They know that it's wrong, and the way they deflect it is by wanting to say other things and ask me questions. Apparently, it's not if you do it on TikTok. Harassment is not a crime if you do it on TikTok. Or in real life, it's not a crime. So, it kind of sums up to, if you don't have, if you don't do all the work for the police, it's not bullying or harassment. So, kindness, there's the thing though. Some people actually believe that getting over here and doing battles is begging for money. Phoenix, I'm more than interested in something of that. I couldn't get to Little Rock though. My area is in Tennessee. Little Rock is quite a drive for me. Trying to catch up with everything. Everything jumped there all at once. I don't know. TikTok has no rules. They really don't. I don't know what violates a rule with TikTok. I know that if you try to sell a pair of shoes on TikTok that's not on the shop, they'll violate you because they did that to a friend of mine. I don't even know if this is. I lost my life for 24 hours for turning my car on to roll the windows down when we were sitting in it one day. But yet you get on here at night and you see guys driving repo trucks, repoing cars on live. Like, how is that better than me rolling down my window? You see people on here doxing people daily. Yeah, I told we was in Dyersburg. Yeah. But every post that's being made with my Facebook, with screenshots of my Facebook, you're on this app and you're wanting to take screenshots off of this app. Oh, okay, I guess TikTok think that's okay. But when you're going to my private Facebook and taking screenshots, and posting them with my name on them, our pictures, places we've been, things we've done in the past. See, we have a past. We have a past. We haven't always lived like this. We haven't always lived in a hotel and been homeless and been broke and been jobless. We have a past. When I was working at NSK, we did things. We've got pictures on our Facebook where we went to Branson, Missouri one year for a little Christmas thing with our best friend when I was working. We've got pictures on our Facebook from where we used to go to the casino. But you want to go take those pictures and put them on there and act like they're from now. And then everybody who's a half an idiot believes it. Because let's just break it down. You have to be at least a half an idiot. And I might be wrong for saying that, but you have to be. If you look at a picture of me from 10 years ago where I don't have a gray hair in my beard, and you look at me now, and you think that picture from 10 years ago was just taken? Tusk, I know what you're trying to say there. Exactly. It's just I might be wrong for saying it that way, but I just you can't be. You've got to be just a sheep being led around. If you can sit there and somebody can post on their page a picture of me from 10 years ago with no gray hair at all in my beard or on the top of my head, and you can sit there and say, "Oh, look, they was just at the casino." And then y'all all the awareness people. When I say that, I want everybody to understand I'm meaning the awareness people who follow awareness. Because the awareness person puts the picture out there, and then the sheep run right to it and believe every word that they say. And I guess the old saying that if enough people believe it, it's the truth. That's how TikTok is. Yeah, I went to Dunkin's and poured it in my Batman cup. We all need Jesus. We all do. No, Tess, we're good right now. Well, it doesn't matter how long I've been on this app. But at least you're closer to the number, the actual number. So I thank you for that. At least you're closer to the actual number that I've been on. Usually, it's people say I've been on here for 3 years, 5 years, this year. If they're gonna, I blame awareness for my life choices. No, nobody's ever blamed awareness for my life choices. I blame awareness for what they've done. Did anybody running the awareness page send the letters in? I don't know if they did or not. I do know that somebody who at least follows the awareness page sent letters in. Because some awareness communities encourage going real life. Some of them will sit there and say, well, I don't encourage going real life, but we'll put your real name out there and put this out there and put that out there. Letters never stop. And what hits home with and what hits home with some of these groups is they don't realize how strong their words are. Hey, bud, this is so far off from where I wanted to be today with this. Technically, I could get a title loan on the car, but then it would be a loan that I couldn't pay back, and I'd lose my car. So, I mean, yeah, I know you keep the car, but Phoenix, would you DM me all the information on who I need to get a hold of? Because I'm very willing to call them, talk to them, and see what we can work out. But the thing is, every dime I get goes to surviving. I don't have a small amount to pay on a car loan. And after you don't pay on it for so long, guess what? They're going to send a tow truck out here to hook up to my car and take it. I mean, if he's willing to work with me, he's got to be willing to talk to me also, right? Phoenix, if he's wanting to work with me on a job here, he's got to be willing to talk to me also. Now, I have a car. We were just talking about somebody's solution was to get a car title loan, but if I get a loan that I can't pay back on a car, they're going to come repo the car. Phoenix, I sat here earlier and told you that I didn't know if I could get to Little Rock, Arkansas because my car wasn't that dependable. And now you're saying no dependable car, no job, when I'm saying have your boss reach out to me, I'd be willing to talk to him. So, meanwhile, I know because trolls will come in here and make comments like that about a job, and then they'll turn around and use it on other sites. Well, somebody offered him a job and he didn't want to take it. I've answered the DoorDash question. So when I'm sitting here saying my car is not that dependable, and then the very next question you ask is, can I DoorDash? Showing the real truth, yes. Would love to find something I could do from home. Something me and the wife both could do from here. Bud, I know it needs a tune-up and something in the front end. I don't know past that. I'm not a mechanic. I just know it's not driving right. And I do know it needs a tune-up. I mean, I know enough to know that. I just haven't had the money to be able to get everything. Thank you, showing. I am in Tennessee. Yeah, the check engine light is on. DoorDash to fix the car. That's got to be the stupidest thing. It's.
You're doing exactly what they would. They're getting you sidetracked.
I couldn't tell you what code it's throwing because I've never. I don't have anything to hook it up to like that. Showing, we found a few jobs here like that, but we got to have a laptop for them. Daniel, you are right about that. But honestly, I didn't even think about that. And I drive past the AutoZone quite often. Okay, Showing, I appreciate that. Next time I'm going past AutoZone, I'm going to remind me to stop in there and get them to check the. Well, it ran good for a while. And then back in the summer, the air conditioner went out. And then a few weeks ago, it started missing a little bit, acting like it didn't want to go. It gets up to about 40 and it starts to struggle. I had a Honda Civic, did the same thing. We changed spark plugs, wires, oil change in it. She ran fine after that. So I figured it probably needs a good tune-up. I don't know what other codes it's throwing. I don't know what's in the front end that just feels clicky. Hey, Liquor, how you doing? I hope not. It just like it feels like it's. I don't know. It feels rough riding. I guess that's would be better than clicky. It just feels rough. Nope, I'm all out of favors today. What's the favor? Daniel, today we're trying to get some help with the hotel room. Did good with the weekend with food. We got a little bit more food. Sell the car and get another one. But the problems it has, I wouldn't get very much out of selling it. And I wouldn't sell it to somebody and not tell them the problems it has. But any help with anything towards the hotel room, guys, would be. Just want me to sit here and smile and wave to the camera? But I don't know where I'd get $2,000 for that car with problems. I don't know why you want me to smile and wave at the camera, but I'll smile when I have something to smile about. Angel Eyes, thank you for saying that, but sometimes I think that's just a waste of breath to even say be nice in these chats, these lives. Till I'm old, I'm still referring to them as chats. Okay, that did make me laugh and smile. Bonnie, that was Bonnie said someone once told her she needed blinker fluid and she believed them. Hey Tim, I'm here. I'm here. Greg, we could, but it's the point of I don't have first and last month's rent. I don't have a deposit, and I don't have the money to